Hey guys, my name is Scotty, and today I'm going to be telling the story of me and my friend Rewind going to Austin for the weekend. This was my second time in Austin. We went down there to one Rewind wanted to record some content for a channel that he's creating, and two, I wanted to go see my friend Salty, who lives in Austin, and he was giving me some monitors he was no longer using. So that was the purpose of going down there. It was a fun trip. There's some stuff that happened that was out of our control. I'll tell you that story. So the day started on Saturday. It would have been Saturday. I think it was May 14th. The original plan was we were going to leave our houses at 8 o'clock in the morning. We live here in Wichita Falls, Texas. So we're going to go to Austin, Texas, about a 4.5, 5 hour drive, depending on traffic, especially around the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So we originally had planned to leave at 8 o'clock in the morning. The camera that I'm currently recording on is my Canon EOS M50 Mark II. Was supposed to be here Friday evening in the mail from UPS. It didn't get here until Saturday. It got delayed in shipping. So I had to wait for that. I wasn't going to leave my house for a day and leave an expensive camera sitting on my doorstep. I don't think anyone can really blame me for that. But yeah, so that's kind of how the day started. We were just kind of chilling around until the camera was going to get here. I woke up around 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. Hopped in Discord with Rewind on a call, and he was telling me his frustration with the hotel. So he had the day before made a reservation on Hotwire for a hotel in Austin, and everything seemed fine. He had put the days for Saturday through Sunday, check in Saturday, check out Sunday. And when he got up that morning, he was double checking things, making sure everything was okay. And he learned that Hotwire had marked his reservation down for Friday, Saturday, which we obviously weren't there for. So he was frustrated with that. And so he was calling Hotwire. Apparently, when he called Hotwire took him to Enterprise and then sent him to Priceline, and this sent him through a bunch of different things that wasn't related to Hotwire at all. So I don't know what their goal was there. And then I told him, like, hey, maybe call the hotel. But he keeps calling Hotwire, and so Hotwire tells him, like, hey, we'll call the hotel and we'll request a refund and see what happens. They requested a refund. The refund got denied by the hotel, and they're like, hey, you need to call the hotel. So he's telling me his entire time, he's like, Fluff, I'm getting frustrated. And I was like, I understand. Just call the hotel. So he calls the hotel, gets a hold, finally, eventually, after like a long wait time, gets a hold of the front desk there at the hotel. They tell him, like, hey, we denied the refund, and they went to go look at the reservation. They couldn't even move it because Hotwire had canceled it. So they couldn't even do anything with it since it was through a third-party app, which I always tell everyone, if you're going to book a hotel, just book it through the hotel. Easy. But, it is what it is. And so we call back Hotwire. No, that's not what happened first. So first, the the lady at the front desk, like, speak to our general manager when he gets in. And we'll have him call you when he gets in. I said, okay. I waited a couple hours, hadn't heard anything. He's like, I'm gonna follow up. I was like, okay. So he calls the hotel again. The general manager's there. He speaks to the general manager, and he's like, hey man, we can move your dates to now, like to the day to tomorrow. Just call Hotwire, tell him to call us, and we'll put the reservation. So he calls Hotwire. Around this time, I had went and picked him up from his house. And then I got notification my camera got delivered. It was about 1:30 in the afternoon. So we came back here and got my camera. I set everything up for that. Made sure things were working for it. And then we left to go to Walmart so I can get an oil change in my car and we could go. So this entire time we're doing this, he's on the phone with Hotwire. And at first they were like, we can't really do anything. It's canceled. And he's like, no, you're going to fix your mistake. This was your mistake. This wasn't my fault. So you're going to fix your mistake. So he goes to tell them off, and the guy is like, okay, let me call the hotel. The guy is on hold with on Hotwire. His name was Mark, and he calls the hotel. He got put on a long hold too. That's a weird thing. There's such a long hold with this hotel. It was really weird. It was a Fairfield Inn and Suites from Marriott, and he got put on this long hold. And the guy comes back because I'm still on hold with the hotel. We make it from here to the Walmart, about 15-20 minute drive to the Walmart that we were going to, and he's still on hold. The guy finally comes back and is like, hey, I can't get a hold of the hotel. So Rewind's like, well, let me call the hotel and I'll conference him in with us, and then we can all talk to him. So Rewind calls the hotel. He gets put on a long hold. Eventually, what happens is, in the course of walking around Walmart, and he was trying to get a haircut. We were trying to shop for some stuff that we needed before we left. In the course of like an hour and 40 minutes, things finally get resolved. And what basically happened was the general manager's like, tell them to refund you, and then we'll, I'll honor your reservation and their price when you get here. Just when you get here, book a room. Okay, so that was cool. That was very cool, general manager. So shout out to the general manager there at that hotel. And then we finally get done with the oil change. It took about an hour. I think it was exactly 59 minutes to be exact. But it was about an hour wait for for the car to get done, which is pretty normal. I also had a fuel injection cleaning, stuff like that. We get on the road, and again, it's a 4.5, 5 hour drive. We leave at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so we're not looking to get there until 8:30, 9 o'clock ish, and that's if we don't stop or don't hit traffic. If you've ever driven in Texas around the Dallas Fort Worth area, there's a lot of traffic most of the time. I've never not driven through there not had traffic. So the drive's going fine for the first couple hours. We're about 2 hours away from Dallas. We get to the Dallas Fort Worth area around I-35 south, and things just get busy. It's super busy. Like the GPS on Google Maps is a big yellow line saying it's busy. And so we're just like, okay, what do we do from here? There wasn't a whole lot we could do. So we get to the traffic. Takes 20-30 minutes to get to the traffic. Finally back on the other side of the Fort Worth, where it's not as busy traffic wise. And so we continue on our way. We stop a couple of times. We stopped at a couple gas stations, get some drinks, stretch our legs, stuff like that. It's just very minor stuff. We don't get to Austin until I want to say it was late. It was like 9:30, 9:45 ish. So we finally get to Austin. We get to the hotel, and we're going to check in. We're expecting some kind of problems. The lady at the hotel was really nice. For some reason, she had actually discounted Rewind, because the original price for the hotel was like 140, and then they discounted it to like she discounted down to 100 for some reason. I don't know why. We didn't really correct her. We're like, Pog, cool. And so that was where we were at with that. The interesting with the hotel was their key cards weren't working. Like someone broke the key card machine, so they couldn't program key card. So she had to come let us up into the room, and then if we wanted to leave, they would have to come let us back in the room. So we get up to the hotel, and we're in our room, and Rewind's like, I'm gonna take a shower. He just got a haircut, and so his head was itchy and stuff from the haircut, and his stuff on his shirt and whatnot from the haircut. So he goes take a shower. I'm just kind of chilling, just hanging around. I got some footage of the hotel, so I might show that here. But we're just kind of chilling, hanging out, and then Rewind's like, hey, we should go out and eat. I said, okay. We had contacted my friend Salty if he wanted to go. He had his kid for the weekend and wanted to go to bed himself. It was a little late, but by the time we start talking about going to eat, it's like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. So we look on Google Maps. We're trying to find somewhere to eat. Rewind wants to record a video for his new channel that he has going up called Rewind Explores. I'll try to link it up here somewhere. And he decided to go to this place called Velvet Taco. The food looked like the pictures looked amazing on the place. So we're kind of excited about it. We get in the car. It's about a 15-ish minute drive to the Velvet Taco place, and it's in a part of Austin. Like I said, this is the first time I've driven in Austin, because Salty lives outside of Austin in a suburb. This is the first time I've driven in Austin and been in this part of the town, and it's busy. There's I think it was a district called the Domain. It's just people everywhere. There's clubs. It's a very happening place. And I was down for it. Like there's Lamborghini on the side of the street. This would have been good content for me. I was driving, didn't record any video to this, so I apologize. I wish I would have. But it was busy. It was super busy, and Rewind has a bit of social anxiety, and is like, I can't do it. That's a lot of, for a first video, not used to vlogging and stuff in public. He just wasn't comfortable doing it. I said, I understand that. So we parked somewhere a little bit away from everybody. Decided a game plan we're going to go to In-N-Out, because I have never been In-N-Out before. Like I'm from Nebraska originally. I just recently moved to Texas in the last like 6-7 months, so I'm fairly new to this area as well. And like In-N-Out, Whataburger, those places we don't have in Nebraska. So I've already been to Whataburger, and he's like, let's go to In-N-Out. Let's have your first time at In-N-Out. There's actually a short on my channel here of my first time at In-N-Out, so if you want to go check that out, make sure you go give that a like if you wouldn't mind. Um, and that was really good. We get there. Rewind tells me to order a number one and get animal style fries. I was like, "What are animal style fries?" And the best way he described it to me was like Mr. Beast style fries. You ever had Mr. Beast burger? Yeah, like the Mr. Beast style fries was loaded with everything. And I was like, "Okay, I'm down." So I order a number one with animal style fries. The guy there is really nice. We get sat down at our table, and the food comes out. Food was good. Hamburger wise is probably one of the better hamburger places I've had in a while. Not the best. I've had better hamburgers, but I've also uh, been to more restaurants that are more geared to like making the hamburgers the best they can be. Not saying In-N-Out was bad. It's definitely in the top five for me. I really enjoyed the food. The animal style fries are really good. I'm not sure it was all on those. If anyone wants to let me know down below, but it was really good. So we were there for 20, 30, maybe 40, maybe 45 minutes. We just kind of chilled. We go back to the hotel. We decided we're gonna call it quits for the night. So we both go to bed. Next morning, I wake up at like 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm used to it for work, so we didn't get to bed till like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And so I get up at 8 o'clock in the morning, go to the bathroom, start doing my morning ritual, and Rewind finally wakes up, and he wants to stay in the hotel as long as possible because he paid for it, and because of the stuff that happened the day before, he did just want to get his money's worth. So we kind of chilled in the hotel till about noon when checkout was. We missed breakfast down in the lobby, which is weird because I woke up at 8. Rewind went down at 9 to check for breakfast. It wasn't being served anymore. So I was like, usually, when I go to hotel, breakfast is served like 10. And this was served until I don't know when they shut it down, but it wasn't going like 9 o'clock. Which is weird to me. I was like, 9 o'clock is breakfast hour, serve your breakfast. But I was like, okay. And so we kind of skipped breakfast. We hang out in the hotel till about noon. And then Rewind still wants to record a video while we're here. That was the whole point for him coming on this trip, was to record a video. So we go on Google and we pick a Mexican place. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but I'll put a video of it, um, of some of the stuff there, and I'll try to put it on the screen what the name of the place was. But it was really good. They had a Mexican style buffet going, which I've never been to before. Like I've never seen a Mexican style buffet. You can make tacos and all the fun stuff. So uh, we we got that. The only downside of this, and the reason there's not a whole lot of footage from this, is because we were they sat us outside because we told them we were recording videos for YouTube, and it was more private outside, not as much people. So they sit us outside, and then this two-piece band comes on. There's a guy playing the piano and a lady singing, and they start singing and performing, and it's loud. Like we're right next to it. It's super loud, so we can't record anything because you couldn't be able to hear anything we're saying anyway. So there's that. So we ate our food. It's really good. We're there probably about an hour or so. Going to the buffet and stuff, just trying different things. They had like enchiladas and fajitas and tacos and all the stuff you can think. Some desserts. Really good food. Really good place. Definitely recommend it. Again, I'll put the name on the screen of what the name of that place was. I'll look it up. And then, so afterwards, we decide to go ahead and head over to my friend Salty's. Again, I got to pick up these monitors and want to hang out for a little bit. And he has to take his kid home, which is in Oklahoma, which is like 4 or 5 hours away from where he's at. So we head over to Salty's. It's the first time me meeting his parents. They're really nice people. Really enjoyed hanging out. Picked up the monitors. The monitors were interesting themselves, and I'll show a picture of the monitors. There's 4 monitors. There's 2 27-inch monitors and I think 2 24-inch monitors all on a stand, and they were still on the stand. And I have a 2002 Lincoln Town Car, so it can fit some big things in the back seat, but not big things. So we're going to try to put these in my car without taking the stand in it, and we do it. It's very shady, and I was worried about the monitors breaking, but they didn't. They're fine, thank God. So we get those loaded in the car. And at this point, it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We got a 4.5, 5-hour drive home. My phone was left in the car while we were in Salty's house, and so it overheated. It was like 100 degrees that day, and it was in the car, so my phone was overheating, so I couldn't use it. So Rewind pulls up the GPS for the route home, and I say, "Hey, make sure you include no tolls in that." And he's like, "Okay, I think I did." I was like, "Okay, cool." So we started driving, and like I kind of have an idea where I'm going to get on the interstate. and we drive past it because his GPS wasn't telling me to turn. Find out about 10 minutes later, his GPS is taking us on a route where we don't have to go through Fort Worth and Dallas or anything like that, but it's all highway drive. I don't mind this. It just makes for a slower drive because you got stoplights and traffic and stuff you got to account for. Yeah, so the trip was fine on the way back. We did stop a couple different places to stretch and stuff like that. When we stopped in this one town, I can't remember the name of the town was. We stopped this one town. There was a taco casa mixed with like a gas station, stuff like that. So we go in there to get some drinks, and to get some food because we were both kind of hungry. We get the food, just a really good chicken sandwich is what I got. Rewind got a grilled cheese, something small. While we're there, though, like when we got there was an accident that had happened. A truck, like a regular pickup truck, had ran over a motorcycle, and this was a low-profile pickup truck. I didn't get any pictures of this or anything because it was all happening really fast. But while we were inside, an ambulance came and stuff, and there was traffic backed up for miles. So I look at Rewind. I'm like, we're not going anywhere for a hot minute. We have to chill here. So we eat our food. We're just kind of chilling in the parking lot. We're vaping and stuff, and just relaxing. It's about a half hour time goes by. Finally, traffic clears up, so we go. We don't get back into town where we live, Wichita Falls, for like another couple of hours. It's late. By the time we get back, it's like 8:30, 9 o'clock ish. We come back to my house. We bring them onto the inside, or Rewind brought them onto the inside. And so then I have to go to Walmart because I need an Allen wrench key to adjust the monitors and stuff because they were all sliding off the poles, stuff like that. So we go to Walmart. He has to get dog food anyway, so we get that stuff. Then I drop him off at home. I pick up my dog, and then I come home. At this point, it's late, and I'm hell bent on setting up these monitors. I got this Allen wrench key set, but they weren't the right size. They were too small. So I eventually ended up taking a screwdriver with a flathead screwdriver and turning the hex bolt. It works fine. It did an okay job. We got it done, or I got it done, got it set up. By this time, it's like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Salty calls me on Discord. He can't sleep. So we make the conscious decision just to stay up. So that's what we do. And we stay up late into the night and into the wee hours of the morning. I ended up calling off of work on Monday. Must not work, work 4 10-hour shifts the rest of the week. It's fine. I was like, I can't stay awake all day and focus on my work. So I went and took a little nap. I woke up, edited some videos, made that short on the channel. That was my weekend. That was my weekend in Austin. Again, there's going to be clips and stuff from the actual trip and stuff included in this at some points. I'm going to try my best to edit together as best as I can. This is my first time doing this style of video. So if you enjoyed it, please make sure you hit the like button and make sure you subscribe for any future videos. I'm going to try to start doing these more often, and focusing on this kind of content because I really enjoy just sitting here talking to you guys and talking to a camera and telling a story or two. So if you enjoyed it, make sure you like and subscribe, like I said. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.